Childhood is often considered a time of our life full of innocence, wonder, full of laughter and love. Yet for so many individuals, this image is far from the truth because they grew up in a dysfunctional home. And if this was you, then the effects of your upbringing can have a profound impact on your life. Before I talk about the impact, let me first clarify what I mean by a dysfunctional home. Now, dysfunctional home and families are characterized by having unhealthy patterns of communication and conflict and behavior that really undermines the well-being of family members. And this can show up in various forms, including addiction, abuse, neglect, untreated mental illness, and creating an environment marked by instability and unpredictability. Growing up in a dysfunctional home can leave really deep emotional scars that linger well into adulthood. And if this was you, then you might be experiencing feelings of fear, shame, insecurity as you navigate, unpredictable terrain. And the absence of stability and emotional support can really eat away at your self-esteem and contribute to a sense of unworthiness and not feeling enough. And the effects of a dysfunctional upbringing often have a big impact in your personal relationships, shaping how you interact and communicate. You might struggle with trusting people, being emotionally and physically intimate, and also maybe fear abandonment. And all of these stem from unresolved childhood wounds, and it just perpetuates in your adult relationships, creating this cycle. And the psychological toll of growing up in a dysfunctional home can show up in so many different ways, including anxiety, depression, complex trauma. And as a coping mechanism, you might have turned to substance abuse or even self-harm to numb emotional pains and sometimes to regain a sense of control. And untreated psychological issues can exasperate the cycle of dysfunction, and it just perpetuates this dysfunction across generations. And while the impact of growing up in a dysfunctional home can be huge, it is not your destiny. Healing and recovery are possible through self-awareness, therapy, and a commitment to breaking this cycle of dysfunction. And by confronting past traumas, challenging dysfunctional beliefs, and cultivating healthy coping strategies to release trauma, they can really help you to reclaim strength, live a life of joy, and build fulfilling relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Now, I'm Tina Freemantle, and I want you to know that breaking free from this cycle is possible. You don't have to live with that pain continuously. So, if any of this resonates with you, then drop me a message. I'm here to listen to you.